Hi, I'm Teddy, your Sales Navigator and LinkedIn strategist, and this is part 2 of a set of videos that I'm creating regarding using Sales Navigator Alerts to create opportunities for conversations. But before I share this set of tips with you, hit that subscribe and notify button because I create all of these videos specifically for you. So again, you create alerts by saving accounts or saving leads, and then any content that those accounts or leads put on LinkedIn can show up in your Sales Navigator newsfeed or alert list. So how can we use this content? Well, here's a couple ideas for you to consider. At the end of the day, first and foremost, you want to use this content to discover more about your lead and or your account, so that you have more information available when you get into conversations with them. One thing you can do is I can find a piece of content that someone shared and I can click on view and I can read what they shared. I can read the careerarc.com article in this context just by clicking on it and open it up in another tab and then read that. And then I can come down here and I can engage in a conversation. I can engage, again, the most powerful way to engage with Tracy in regards to this content is through my written words. What did I discover about this article? What did I discover about what she said about it? That gives me the ability to come back and engage with her in some meaningful way around that content. That's one way I could do it. The other thing I could do too is that if I have the right kind of connection with the person who shared it, in this case Tracy, then I could find her phone number and I could actually call her and start the conversation relevant to her and in context of what she shared on LinkedIn. And I can open the door for a conversation in that way. So either engage directly on the content, and if you can, give the author or the person who shared this content a phone call, or if you have to, you can use an email message. Here's another way of using the content that you find through your Sales Navigator alerts. If I find a piece of content, whether it's shared by one of my leads or one of my accounts, that I could take, again, let's use this article right here. I could take this article right here and I could share this with somebody else who's relevant to me and relevant to this piece of content, specifically in the context of social listening in regards to prospecting. If I know somebody else who would get some who is a prospect to me, who could get some value about knowing more about CPI, then I may very well not only comment on this, but I may actually mention Randy, and I may pull him into the conversation here so that he can see what this LinkedIn member wrote about this article. That may be able to help him and or help the person who shared the article. Whatever way you want to do it, the easiest way to do it would be to mention that person. A more powerful way of doing this may be go get that article off of LinkedIn, which means I have to go to her personal profile, go to her activity, and find this article. Grab the link to it, and then I could either email it or LinkedIn message him to it so he can get it directly in his inbox. A third way of using Sales Navigator alerts is to pay attention to what's going on. What is happening with Volvo? What is happening with Verizon? What's going on with them? I mean, it tells me here it was mentioned in the news about something, but you can also see down here that Delta Airlines is picking up more UPS employees and Microsoft picking up more ADP employees. So what's this mean? What does this mean to UPS and what does it mean to Delta Airlines? Globant posted an article. What's that article about? Is it about their company? Is it about some change, some upgrade? Is it about a new hire or a new executive employee? So pay attention to what's going on in the accounts as well as in the leads, because you may very well discover something about a lead or an account that is worth you knowing about. Could indicate a change, a pivot, an adjustment in their business. Could indicate the need for you two to talk. So pay attention to your accounts and your leads by what they share. I mentioned this earlier. At the end of the day, I'm always looking for a reason to get into a conversation with people who are important to me. So when I see that someone shared something that might be highly of interest to me or very relevant to me, or I may have some insights to share with them based on what I read that they posted, this may be a great reason for a phone call. Just simply call the LinkedIn member up. Let me go back to leads and strike up a conversation with them about what you read that they posted. And where relevant and appropriate, which means not every time is appropriate to do that, maybe I can invite Adam or Michael into a deeper conversation around what they shared that may be meaningful and relevant to them. Lead with give based on what you discover that they're sharing that may open the door for you to have a bigger and deeper conversation with them in regards to what you do and or could do for them. And my last little tip about Sales Navigator leads is this is a great way for you to discover and learn more about your leads. What's this person all about? Why did he write this article or share this or comment? Why did he tag these people here? Could very well be a very good way for you to learn a little bit more about this human so you have a better insight on them. So that when you do get into a conversation with them, you know what words are relevant and useful and meaningful for them. And so you'll use the right words or speak about the right things. Again, the more you know about your target audience, the easier it is for you to have a conversation with them about them that may lead to a conversation about you. I'm Teddy, your Sales Navigator and LinkedIn Strategist, Trainer, and Coach. And I hope this conversation about alerts in Sales Navigator is helpful for you to find ways to get into the right conversations with the right people.